I was kind of like a little juvenile delinquent. I had good grades and I played soccer, and so that kind of kept me out of trouble. And went to college in Santa Barbara, went to UCSB, and got a job, and I became a sales manager. I was one of the youngest sales managers in the company, and everything seemed to be going great. And then in 2006, December 2006, my dad got diagnosed with cancer. He died within a month. I decided that I was going to start a soccer magazine at the worst possible time in history to start a print magazine. So that went under within about 18 months, and I'd lost everything. Like, I couldn't even pull a $20 bill out of the ATM machine. I got into working in sales for online marketing, and I became an online advertising manager. And then in 2012, I started this company, Website in 5 Days. And our whole goal is to create the great website for the small business owner, but we give them the team of people to help manage it. My grandfather started it because he had the courage to leave Mexico and walk across the border here when he was a teenager. And then, my dad and his story of overcoming things and stuff like that. So I attribute a lot of my success to just being able to just fight through the crap. Because there's days when you just don't want to go any further, and you just got to keep going. Mexican and Asian. There aren't a whole lot of me in the United States. And so there are little things that always made me feel like I was somewhat of an outsider. Like when you go and you register for some sort of like government form growing up, it wasn't until recently where you were allowed to check 2 boxes. So they're basically saying you have to pick one or the other. And that had an impact on me. Or I would have to check the box other because I don't fit into one of these categories. So other, does that mean that I'm weird? But I mean, just little things, and like you hear racist things here and then, like even in business. So I mean, you just learn to let it go. But there's just little things that you recognize, and that goes to part of my perception of the world based on my experiences. And so I see those things a lot other people don't. When they hear about that, they're very surprised. But in the end, like I was saying, like I still live in the greatest country in the world. Tons of opportunity. So to me, I think the American dream is having the opportunity to pursue whatever goals you have as a person. And it's not to say that it's going to be easy and nobody's going to hand you anything, but I think even though I know that the United States is not perfect, I've traveled around the world, like we are not perfect, but to me, I still think it's the greatest country in the world. And I think that there's more opportunity here, especially today, because I work in technology now, and like there are things that are happening right now in technology that are altering the course of mankind. And I think that right now, like anybody can do that. And I think that the real American dream to me is knowing that if you bust your ass and you're willing to go through enough shit to get through the other side, and you're tough enough, then you can achieve anything that you want. So to me, that's my definition of the American dream. It's not that you're guaranteed to be happy, but I guess it comes down that you're able to pursue anything that you really want to go after.